With MechRC, we've tried to make programming the robot as simple and as intuitive as possible. So what we did, we connect the robot with the serial to USB adapter, plug the robot in, switch it on, make a connection to the robot, and then what we can do is we can just grab hold of any joint here and wave the joints around, adjust anything that we want. And let's do a simple waving action. So if this is my home frame, I'll just set everything to the home position and create a duplicate frame. And let's say I wanted to take half a second to go from the first frame to the second frame. And now I position the joints to where I want them. So I'll stick his arm up in the air here, bend his elbow across, and then create the next frame. And I'll move that arm out a little bit further and straighten the elbow. And then finally, the last frame, just set it all to its home position. So if I go back to the first frame and click play, it lifts its arm and puts it back down. Okay, so that's quite nice, but I want him to keep waving until I let go of the button on the handset. So I'm going to select that the second frame there, and then select the third frame, and tell it to loop those two frames until the button on the handset's released. Go back to the first frame, simulate the button being held down on the handset, and click play. And he'll keep on waving his hand then until I let go of the button, and then it will play out at the end of the loop. So it really is as simple as that, and you can obviously control as many servos in a motion as you like, and change as many things as you like in a motion, and you can get some really, really intricate motions, as you can see from the other videos on the channel. So we've created our wave motion. The next thing is that we need to assign that to a button on the handset. So the first thing that we need to do is create a new button combination, which we're going to call wave. And having selected that, we then need to select which button is going to activate that. So I'm going to select that one at 12 o'clock. Maybe I want it to be 2 buttons or 3 buttons that activates that motion, but in this case I just need the one. So having done that, we select wave, and then we add the wave motion. So we can just get that off the hard disk, and there we go. So every time I press this button here, the wave motion will be played. I can also add another motion to be played after it's finished waving. So maybe I want it to celebrate, so it will jump up and down a little bit. So open that. So now when I press the button at 12 o'clock there, it'll play wave, and then it will play celebrate. And maybe I want it to celebrate first, so I can move that up and down in the list as I see fit. So actually all I wanted to do is wave, so I can delete celebrate, and there we go. We've got that on wave. All that we have to do now is add any other buttons that we might want, or connect to the robot and download that handset file to the robot, and then we're ready to roll.